All right, I've got sports journalist Shoggy Tosh joining me now on the show via Skype. Hello, Shoggy, how are you?
Well, hello, Mayowa.
All right.
Ready to go.
Yeah, I'm very great. Chelsea walked a tightrope yesterday, but made it through in the end. Now they may have to face Barcelona or Paris Saint-Germain in the round of 16. Should they be worried?
Yeah, I mean, Hazard didn't look worried after the press conference. When they interviewed him, and he was like, "Yeah, we're Chelsea. Bring them on." But obviously, there's also a Besiktas, another possibility that they might meet. And even though obviously all Chelsea players will say, "Oh, we're Chelsea. We're not afraid of anyone." Everyone would have preferred, for Chelsea to top the group and have, maybe a better option. This year's Champions League is, obviously a little bit different because you've got a lot of top teams that finished, second in their group. So they would have loved to do the business, but they didn't. But again, we see how it goes in February. I mean, we're going to know the draw this Monday, and yeah, we see how it goes.
All right, Jose Mourinho says teams will be very scared to face Manchester United. Do you believe him? I mean, not that there will be easy teams in the round of 16 either.
Yeah, I believe it. Man United is quite stronger, and I had a chat with Salgado, and Salgado was saying, like, even though he doesn't believe that Man United can win, win the Champions League, at least they're in a very good position, and with the defensive skills, that they have, you just can't count Man United out. And Lukaku is back firing cylinders, scoring a goal in 12 matches, and it was good to see that Jose could rest some players, having an eye on the Man City game, in the weekend. So they've done the business, top the group, and yeah, also they have a possibility of playing, some good sides, maybe Real Madrid, who knows, because, they top their group. So it's quite interesting, but Man United are really hot right now. And
they may also face Bayern Munich as well. 2 quick goals in 65 seconds. Is that top quality for you?
Yeah, I was quite impressed. I wanted to see Bayern. I always wanted to see Bayern PSG because I just want to see the true state of PSG and the true state of Bayern, because they've been struggling a little bit, this season. But, they needed 4 goals to actually top the group, and they wanted to go for that. Got 3 goals, but, obviously Mbappe, got 1 goal back. And Mbappe now, is the hottest young property right there. He's got 10 Champions League goals at the age of 18. Even Messi didn't get there until he was 21. So it'd be very interesting to see how these teams will play when it gets to the knockout stages. At the end of the day, now you can still decide to hold back a little bit because you've qualified or you're second or whatever. But when you get to the knockout stages, there's no other chances. So it's going to be interesting to see how it is. But Bayern Munich, in spite of all their struggles, they are in the shout, for winning. You never know.
Well, should teams really be worried? I mean, Bayern finished second in their group. Should teams who finished first in their group be worried, really?
Yes, I believe so, because you look at the the bookers, they're tipping obviously PSG and then maybe Man City. Those are the 2 clubs that they're tipping. But the thing with the Champions League is that experience really counts. You have a lot of players that they've won the Champions League or got to the final there and about, and they have experience of what to do. Look at Ronaldo. He's firing all cylinders for Real Madrid in the Champions League, not doing too well in La Liga, just getting 2 goals. But you can't count them players out because when it comes to that knockout stages, they bring it. They've been bringing it year after year. So you can't count Bayern Munich out. You can't count Real Madrid out. You can't count any of the top teams out.
All right, let's go straight now to today's games. Shoggy, Liverpool haven't reached the last 16 of the Champions League since 2009, and they're walking a tightrope tonight against Spartak Moscow, especially with one eye on that Merseyside derby on Sunday.
Everton. Yeah. Klopp was saying he's gonna give his all, but everyone knows that Everton is the big game, and Liverpool now back in the top 4 in the Premiership. They have to, because it's Liverpool gonna win the Premiership. The Champions League. You might say maybe not.
Not quite.
So obviously it's very important for them to be in that top 4, so they can't take their eye out, off the league, and the league is getting hotting up. Arsenal is falling out of the top 4. There's still Tottenham, so they can't take their eye off that Everton game. But at the same time, they need at least a draw, and they will want to top their group as well, so that they can avoid maybe some of the more stronger teams. Liverpool still has a lot of struggles, with their defense, but you want to believe that they have enough tonight, to pull through and maybe top the group.
And Manchester City as well, they are already through, but with Pep Guardiola will be keen to maintain their 100% record away at Shakhtar Donetsk. Guardiola can't put too much into this game with the Manchester derby to come on Sunday as well.
Yeah, I want to believe so. I mean, Guardiola is a very intelligent manager, and they've topped, they've got 15 points from the group. They've topped the group already, which is what they set out to do. And I want to believe that he'll probably bring maybe Phil Foden, all these younger players. He'll mix them. Maybe Yaya Toure, give some other players. He will probably want to rest Company as well because Stones. Well, he probably play Stones because Stones is available. Stones can't play in the Premiership, so it might. Oh, Stones is injured. He's still injured. Sorry. So he will probably have to rest Company and just bring in some young players. But yeah, it would be interesting to see him keeping an eye on that Man United derby. We want to beat Man United and still want to break that record of having 14 consecutive wins. So it's going to be an interesting one. But Man City has done the job, and everyone doesn't want to play Man City. Most of the English clubs, we are going to have most likely 5 English clubs in the Champions League, which we haven't had in in a very, very long time, if ever. So it's going to be quite interesting how this goes. Everybody's waiting for the draw on Monday to see who's going to get who, and I can't wait either.
All right, Tottenham are also falling away in the Premier League. But Mauricio Pochettino will be keen to make a huge statement against Apoel Nicosia, even though Spurs are already safely through.
Yeah, and but also because Tottenham are not doing very well in the Premiership. I want to believe that the priority again will shift to that. Even though Tottenham is doing brilliantly and they shocked everyone with their defeat of Real Madrid and doing very well, topping the group. No one expected Tottenham to top the group, but at the same time, are they going to win the Champions League? So as a manager, even though normally they will say the right things when they're speaking with the media, he will have to keep his eye on the Premiership and just try to rest some players, make sure that he gets Dele Alli. Obviously, they said they're going to rest Kane, so Kane is not going to play. So you can see that already he's keeping his eye on the Premiership League. But I think they have enough, to still win that game, and yeah, they've topped the group already.
Well, what about Hodas Real Madrid then? How many more goals can that man score? Cristiano Ronaldo, they face Dortmund tonight.
Yeah, it was quite interesting, seeing his coach Zidane, defending, in the press conference that they held, even over the weekend and yesterday as well. Like, you can't, you need to give Ronaldo more respect. I believe everyone's giving him more respect, but obviously in the La Liga, everybody's just, they want more. And when you're in the business of, providing the goals and doing the business year in, year out, and you're a little bit slack, people are like on you, and obviously he's not scoring a lot of goals in La Liga with just 2 goals. But he's like, you can't count this guy out because this guy is, one of the greatest. So it's going to be interesting. He's broken all the records, in the Champions League. He'll probably score again tonight. And he just, as a striker, you need that confidence. You can see with Lukaku as well. You want to just keep those goals coming so that, you don't have that barren spell. So, Real Madrid, they're not worried. They know they're a great club, and they know that when they get to the knockout stages, they're going to bring it. So it's going to be tasty, those second round matches.
All right. Thank you very much indeed, Shoggy, Tosh, for your time on the program.